This island trip was wild. I ate some of the best seafood ever. Lemongrass grilled squid, grilled oysters, tamarind stir-fried, bulot snails, and crispy fish cakes in the middle of the forest. On top of all that, I rode a motorbike around the entire island with crazy mountain views. Stick with me if you're wondering whether Hòn Sơn is worth the trip, especially for the food. You will know in the next 30 minutes. Let's go! The speedboat leaves at 7, so at 6 we took a grab from our hotel to Thành Thới Rạch Giá ferry terminal. But the driver suggested we grab some breakfast and coffee to enjoy the beautiful morning. Since there's still a whole hour before departure, and we only need to be there about 30 minutes early anyway. So we follow his advice and had breakfast at the cafe right next to the Superdome ticket office. This spot is really close to Thành Thới Rạch Giá ferry terminal. After eating, we just need a 5-minute walk across the bridge to get there. Here, let me show you the map so you can picture it better. Right now, this morning, we are in Rạch Giá. This is Rạch Giá city. To reach Hòn Sơn, you first need to get to Rạch Giá city, then take about an hour-long speedboat ride out to the island. Last night, we rode our motorbikes from Long Xuyên to Rạch Giá and spent the night here. And this is what I went through when I decided to travel by motorbike. During the rainy season, staying in a different city each night, with a packed schedule to make the most of it. The video can't really show how exhausted and soaked I really was. But hey, every storm runs out of rain. Look at this weather. It's perfect to go out today. To start the day like a true Vietnamese, order yourself an iced milk coffee and a bowl of bánh mì xíu mại at this cafe. This is a coffee shop, but they collaborate with nearby food stalls, so customers can also eat here conveniently. The aroma of coffee wakes up all your senses. The sound of ice clinking as I stir the glass, the sweet, creamy, and slightly bitter taste. That's what makes iced milk coffee an essential part of Vietnamese morning. Here's how to order. Say, em ơi, cho anh một ly cà phê sữa đá. If you are a man older than the staff. Em ơi, cho chị một ly cà phê sữa đá. If you are a woman older than the staff. If you are younger, you call yourself em and address the staff as anh if he is male or chị if she is female. To order bánh mì xíu mại, say cho anh or cho chị một phần bánh mì xíu mại. So this is how I order both. Em ơi, cho chị một ly cà phê sữa đá và một phần bánh mì xíu mại. Honestly, both the coffee and the bánh mì weren't that special. The bread was mostly hollow, and the sauce in the meatball bowl was a bit too sweet for my taste. One portion of xíu mại cost 25,000 dong. We shared one portion between 2 people just to fill up a little because we wanted to save room for seafood on the island. The coffee is around 25,000 dong. So if you're 2 people, it's about $1.50 each. If you are alone, it's just $2 for the whole experience. Morning coffee, dipping bánh mì, watching the view, and soaking in the local lifestyle. Now, let's head to the ferry terminal. You just cross the street, go up the bridge, cross the road one more time, and you will arrive at the terminal. The boat here leaves right on time, so plan ahead. If you are a foreign traveler, it's best to arrive 45 minutes early, just in case there's a document check. The boat is big, with comfy and clean seats. You just book your ticket one day in advance. We booked ours online last night. Here's how I book it. We'll choose the route from Rạch Giá to Lại Sơn, not Hòn Sơn. Actually, Hòn Sơn and Lại Sơn are the same place. Hòn Sơn is the travel name people usually use online, in social media, travel videos, and blogs. Lại Sơn is the official administrative name of the commune on the island. When you book your ferry ticket, The system uses the official name, so it will appear as Lai Sơn Commune, Kiên Hải District, Kiên Giang Province. The website will show different options for you to choose from. Click Select to choose. Pay special attention to the date and departure time you pick. Then fill in your personal information. There are 3 payment options. Each option comes with a slightly different fee. Then just click Accept Payment Conditions. We came during the rainy season, so the sea wasn't very pretty. The water wasn't clear or blue. After 1 hour on the boat, we arrived at Hòn Sơn. Honestly, when I saw how dirty the water was, with so much trash, I felt really disappointed and tired because on YouTube videos and travel blogs, Hòn Sơn is known for its wild beauty, blue water, white sand, and an island untouched by mass tourism. Even though it was rainy season, many young people still choose Hòn Sơn as their holiday destination, not the destination on the mainland. On that ferry trip, I didn't see any foreign tourists. I went to a nearby motorbike rental spot to get a bike. Little by little, the feeling of discomfort and disappointment I had when I first arrived started to fade away. That unpleasant feeling was replaced by a peaceful one as I looked out at the sea from above, breathing in the fresh air. Something I can't have in Ho Chi Minh City was exactly what I needed at that moment. Mountains, the sea, and street snacks like this. What more could I ask for?
Bao nhiêu miếng cá chả sống?
Con chả miếng. Dạ 2 miếng thôi. $25 hết. Em không có đồng tiền. Ủa, vậy hả?
Each piece costs about 25,000 dong, around $1. Don't forget to bring cash. Small local stores like this usually don't take cards. This is chả miếng, fish cake slices, and chả xiên, fish cake skewers. They are both made from fish paste, just in different shapes. And this one is bánh tôm, shrimp fritter. You are surrounded by mountains and fresh cool air, biting into a hot, crispy shrimp fritter. But it's a bit oily, so don't overeat. Alright, now we have had a snack. Let's go over our plan to explore the island. When you arrive, the ferry will drop you off at Bãi Nhà Pier. Walk straight to the end of the bridge. On your right-hand side, you will see a motorbike rental area. We didn't book a bike in advance. We just walked straight to where all the bikes were parked, and they helped us to rent one right away. They only rent manual bikes, so if you have never tried this one before, it might be a tricky to ride. They usually rent for around 150,000 Vietnam dong to 200,000 Vietnam dong per bike per day. It's around $6 to $8. But since we only needed it from 8 a.m. to noon before heading back to mainland, we bargained it down to 100,000 Vietnam dong per bike, around $4, and they agreed. After picking up the bike, we went straight to Nhã Kỳ restaurant to drop off our luggage and bags, then started riding along the coastal road that circles the island. Then we plan to take the road up the mountain, return to Nheki for lunch, return the bike, and catch our ferry before a quarter to 1 p.m. After a short ride, we reached one of the most popular trekking spots on Hòn Sơn Island. It's the area with the giant turtle statue. The coconut trees here are tall and lean toward the sea, creating a breathtaking scene. I didn't color-grade anything. I just used my DJI Action 5 to shot.
Chỉ là một cảm giác.
But it was way too crowded here, so we decided to keep going and stopped at another photo spot instead.
Thôi anh, mình chưa được nửa cái đảo nữa. Thôi, nó không đẹp hết trơn. Có cây cầu dừa nữa. À, chỗ này nè, chỗ đây nè. Đó, đúng rồi đó. Chỗ này Nguyên đã chụp lấy nguyên cái đảo luôn. Dạ, đúng, đồng ý.
This is bãi Bắc Pier. Can you recognize this place? This is where I took the thumbnail photo for this video. We stood here for a while just watching the sea. I really love the ocean. I love watching the fishing boats gently bobbing up and down on the wave. I love the sea for many reasons. Because my hometown is Nha Trang. Because it's something I don't have right now living in Ho Chi Minh City. And because back in 9th grade, I had to memorize poems like this for the high school entrance exam. I didn't just memorize it. I had to reflect on it, analyze the author's thoughts, emotions, and metaphors. I spent so much time immersing myself in imagining the scenes in the poem Đoàn thuyền đánh cá because it's one of my favorites. Do you want to hear it in Vietnamese? Let me read you the first and the last stanzas. The Fishing Fleet by Huy Cận. Mặt trời xuống biển như hòn lửa, sóng đã cài then, đêm sập cửa. Đoàn thuyền đánh cá lại ra khơi, câu hát căng buồm cùng gió khơi. Câu hát căng buồm với gió khơi, đoàn thuyền chạy đua cùng mặt trời đổi biển, nhô màu mới, mắt cá huy hoàng, muôn dặm phơi. After that, we turned toward the mountain. From up here, you can see the whole island and the ocean. Near the shore, it looked kind of gray and cloudy, but further out, it's turned into this turquoise blue, like two worlds meeting in one frame. The reason's actually pretty simple. The water near the beach is shallow, and the waves stir up sand and mud from the bottom, make it look murky. But further out, the sea is deeper and clear. That's why it looks so bright and dreamy. We order our food an hour in advance.
11:15. Họ làm sẵn hết trơn luôn, tới thì vô.
Then went exploring around the island. When we came back, all the dishes were ready just 5 minutes after we sat down. As for service and staff attitude, everyone was super friendly and helpful that day.
Hát về, vô, hát gì con lắm đi. Hát giả hả?
Here's another checking spot, Hòn Sơn Waterfall. If you go along the coastal road, you will see lots of tourists buying fresh fish that fishermen had just brought in. When you come here, you have two options. One is to go to a restaurant and order seafood like I did. The second option is to pick your own freshly caught seafood and bring it to a restaurant to have the chef cook it for you. The second way can be cheaper because you buy the seafood yourself, bargain for the price, and just pay the restaurant for cooking. You can ask any local restaurant. They will gladly cook your seafood for a small fee. But since we didn't have time to pick seafood, we just went straight into a restaurant and ordered. Or you can bring it back to your homestay, cook it yourself, and enjoy a fun meal with family and friends. After the excitement of riding along the coast, watching fishermen sell fresh seafood, breathing in the mountain air, and being amazed by the blue sea and those tall, beautiful coconut trees, I started to notice something else. Trash. Maybe because of the stormy weather, more trash from the ocean was washed up onto the island than usual. I remember being shocked once I went swimming in Nha Trang the day after a storm. It was the same beach I always went to, but that day there was oil slick, seaweed, muddy water, and floating trash stretching for kilometers along the shore. So I hope the trash here is partly from the sea washing it in, not entirely from tourists littering right on the beach. On the way back, I turned again toward the turtle statue area. The sky suddenly darkened, heavy clouds rolled in, and the rain started to fall. Even though I avoided swimming to save time on washing up, I still ended up soaking wet. I came to the island and didn't swim in the sea. I bathed in the rain instead. The funny part is I didn't bring any change of clothes. We were only on the island for 4 hours, from 8 a.m. to noon, so I knew there would only be enough time to ride around and have lunch. That is why I didn't bring extra clothes, to stop myself from getting tempted to swim. I wasn't really surprised. The trip was a 4-day, 3-night journey across the Mekong Delta. 1 night in Long Xuyên, 1 in An Giang, and 1 in Cần Thơ. We kept running into rain the entire trip. Every time we hopped on the motorbike to move to the next place, it rained again. In this video, my friends and I took advantage of the 4-day National Day holiday to travel. Just a week earlier, the storm had hit the northern and central regions. Even though we knew the south would still be affected by the storm, by September 1st, it was the only time we could all travel together. So we went anyway, rain or shine. Finally, we made it back to the Nhã restaurant. It's a spacious place. The food came out quickly, the staff were professional, and even the restroom area was clean. The prices are slightly higher than all the local stores on the island. But honestly, I was very satisfied with both the meal and the service here. And just to be clear, this isn't a paid promotion. Of course not, my channel only has 7 subscribers at the moment. There were 6 of us in total, 3 guys with big appetites and 3 girls who could definitely keep up. I was so satisfied with this meal. It's truly made our trip unforgettable. It's now the evening of November as I'm editing this video, but I can still remember the fresh, delicious taste of every dish. Oh, so good! Even though the exchange rate right now is around 26,300 dong for $1, all the prices on this receipt are nice round numbers, multiples of 25,000 dong. So for simplicity, let's just say $1 equals 25,000 Vietnam dong. Make it easier to picture, right? Now let's eat together. Everything's fresh, flavorful, and straight from the ocean. Wow. Starting off with a seafood Thai hot pot for $14. The broth was flavorful, and all the seafood, from fish to squid to shrimp, was fresh and tasty.
Wow.
But my favorite dish of the meal, definitely lemongrass steamed squid with roe. I've never been a fan of lemongrass. Honestly, I usually avoid it. And squid? It's never really been my go-to either, but this dish completely changed my mind. The aroma of the lemongrass wasn't too strong. It was just enough to make the squid smell fresh and clean. As the squid cooks, it released its natural sweetness into the broth, mixing with the lemongrass and ginger to create a light golden soup. The broth itself is so naturally sweet and fragrant that I drank it like a seafood soup.
Là nó hấp mà nó ra như đầy nước quá hả? Tại vì cái nước rất là ngon nha.
Nó ngọt từ
Ngọt thiệt luôn á.
nó ngọt từ nước thịt ra.
Oh, and the squid were huge. The squid is tender, slightly chewy, and the tiny eggs inside add a rich, creamy texture that makes every bite special. The squid with roe is different from regular squid because it's a female carrying tiny eggs inside its body. When cooked, the eggs make the squid taste richer, creamier, and more flavorful. Regular squid, on the other hand, has no eggs. Its meat is firmer, slightly chewy, and has a clean, sweet ocean taste. Squid with roe is also more expensive because it's seasonal and harder to catch. It's often steamed with lemongrass, grilled, or fried, so the eggs stay inside, while regular squid is usually used for stir-fries, hot pots. Coconut shrimp, around $6. It's sweet, juicy, and perfectly cooked.
Giờ tôi cũng còn không.
Fried chicken cartilage with garlic, crispy, salty, sweet, and seriously addictive. Only $4. I've never really liked this dish before. I don't usually eat chicken cartilage because my teeth are a bit weak, and honestly, I always thought it had no meat and nothing interesting about it. But I was wrong this time. I gave it another try, and wow, they make it so good here. I ended up eating a lot of chicken cartilage, even though, being by the sea, I'm supposed to be eating more seafood. The flavors here just match my taste perfectly. Spotted Babylon snail, a fragrant sea snail called ophung in salted egg sauce, around $6. That rich, creamy coating is unreal. The salted egg sauce is amazing, super fragrant, thick, buttery, and just delicious. Next up, tamarind stir-fried bulot snails. $6. They are sweet, tangy, and full of that rich tamarind flavor, strong but not overly sour. The snails themselves are really big, so big that I couldn't use a toothpick to pull the meat out. I had to use chopsticks instead. The sauce is thick, glossy, and perfectly balanced, the kind of tamarind sauce you usually find at southern-style seafood place in Saigon. That's exactly my kind of flavor. Bold, rich, a little sweet, a little spicy, and full of seasoning. If you ever eaten at snail restaurants in Ho Chi Minh City, you know what I mean. Every bite has to hit you with flavor. A dozen grilled oysters, around $10. These are creamy oysters, smaller than regular ones, but really creamy and flavorful. This is hao gai, a spiny type of oyster, grilled with scallion oil, about $4. Next up, these are called saw yung, giant sea scallop that we grill with scallion, about $6.
Em mong chờ cái hào nhất á. Hộp sữa nó hơi dai với em. Dạ, KFC rồi đó.
We try bánh tuộc nướng, and to finish it off, salted fish fried rice for $6. And the perfect way to grab up this meal, a cold 7-Up or a Dami iced tamarind for $1. It's perfect for this hot island lunch. Even if you're not usually a fan of tamarind ice creams, you should really try one here. Nhã Kỳ doesn't sell it directly, but the Nhã Kỳ restaurant staff will take your order. You just need to tell them that you want to drink tamarind ice. They will order it for you. The lady who makes the drink at nearby shop will bring it over, and you just pay her separately. The tamarind drink here comes with lots of toppings like chewy dry banana, roasted peanuts, and a bunch of other bits I couldn't even finish. Our whole meal comes to $76. The only reason Hòn Sơn isn't that popular among foreign travelers is that you really need to get along by motorbike, and the fact that the beach can get quite dirty after storms. It's honestly a lovely place. I've seen other people's videos showing that during the dry season, the water is crystal clear and the beaches are stunning. So I guess I just picked the wrong time of year to visit. Still, I really enjoyed today's trip because not every island gives you the same kind of experience. Riding a motorbike around the coast, bargaining for fresh seafood like a local, eating a full seafood feast at a local spot, staying at cozy homestays, and even try diving tours. If you have time, 2 days and 1 night would be perfect to explore the island. It's quite small. You can even combine this with a tour of Phú Quốc, Nam Du, and Hòn Sơn all in one trip. After lunch, we returned the bikes and headed back to the pier to catch the boat to Rạch Giá. We were so full and sleepy, but the family sitting in front of us was watching TikTok and live stream at full volume, so I couldn't sleep at first. Eventually, I passed out anyway, food coma plus the gentle rocking of the boat did the trick. When we got back to the hotel to check out and leave for Cần Thơ, it started raining again.
Đây là cách chúng tôi đi Cần Thơ.
But of course, we kept going. We had to make it to Cần Thơ tonight for lẩu mắm. Tomorrow at 5 a.m., we'll be heading to Cái Răng Floating Market, and that video will be out next week. By the way, after 2 weeks of posting, my first video already got 21 watch hours. I was honestly shocked. Imagine 169 people sitting in a room listening to you talk for 30 minutes. And 17% of them watch still the 30-minute mark. Thank you so much for being here. I'll do my best to keep posting. See you in the Cần Thơ video next week. See you. Bye bye.